Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday night. You are watching Lights Out with Katie and
Kate.
And we are here with Nick Diffenbaugh from Mod Pizza, which is the newest pizza place in town up on Keystone. And we're going to learn a little bit about Mod tonight. We're going to take you behind the scenes and show you what's cooking. So, Nick, what can you tell us about Mod?
Mod started in 2008 in Seattle. This is our first store in Indianapolis. When you come in, you can order a pizza and you can build it however you want. We don't charge for toppings, so you don't pay more for the toppings.
It's not by weight. It's not by item. You can also build salads. And something I learned last night is they have gluten-free crust. They also have dairy-free cheese, which is awesome. But if you like dairy, you guys have some pretty good milkshakes.
Oh, yeah.
And tonight is Tuesday, and they have $2 beers. Kate?
$2 beers, which I've been enjoying, and they're good beers, too. We've got Sun King Cream Ale and a Liftoff IPA today. Are they always the same? Yeah. So good $2 beers.
We are so happy to be here on Tuesday. And if you missed it, tonight was Indie with Kids Family Night at Mod Pizza. It's our first one of 2018. Packed house until bedtime, basically. Like, everybody came right after work. It was really neat because we're going to go see kind of how the speed of Mod goes. But as people were leaving, a table opened up, and it was like perfect timing. Everyone had a place to sit, and I absolutely love that. So we're going to take you behind the scenes right now. Nick's going to come and show us around where you won't get to go when you come here, but you'll be able to see it from the front end. So let's go check it out.
Walking the bright.
Okay, so this is behind the counter.
Yeah, this is where it all happens. So this is the star of the show here, our oven. It's at 555 degrees right now. We can cook a pizza in about 5 minutes typically. Sometimes it's a little faster than that. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, just depending on how many toppings are on the pizza.
And they're really delicious, you guys. We had our pizzas really quickly. What's really neat is when you go down the line and you walk in, they're going to ask you right away how many pizzas you'll be ordering and get you set up that way, which is great when you have kids because I know we were ordering 6 pizzas. Plus, tell us about those cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, we have cinnamon strips and garlic strips, and kids really seem to like the strips. We also have a smaller size pizza that's made just for kids, really. It's called our Mini. And it's a absolute wonderful thing because the kids can come in and they can order it however they want. It's going to be built for them specifically. So instead of going and ordering one big, huge pizza that everybody has to agree on the toppings, they can build it however they want.
Well, let's go see what some of those toppings are over here. Fresh ingredients. Tell us, where do your ingredients come from, or what do we need to know?
Well, our sausage is all sourced from Jacobelli's. We have our special mozzarella cheese is sourced out of Wisconsin. It's a small dairy farm in Wisconsin that makes our cheese just for us. We also use King Arthur flour. So, we use a lot of high quality ingredients. And, we do not have banana peppers. A lot of people come in that want banana peppers, and we do not have banana peppers. We actually went to Mama Lil's Sweet Hot Peppers. They do not have the preservatives and things that banana peppers have in them, but they are kind of comparable to a banana pepper. So it's just kind of a cleaner line that way. We have fresher ingredients.
My friend Natasha's family was in here tonight, and it was fun to kind of see what kinds of pizzas the children were building. And I asked her son, I said, what do you have on yours? Because my kids are the very basic cheese, maybe pepperoni, depending on the kid. He had spinach and blue cheese. I was super impressed with that, spinach and blue cheese. So tons of fresh ingredients here. There's, salami, pepperoni, sausage. Is that a spicy sausage?
Yeah, we have spicy and mild sausage and also crumbled ground beef.
I got to see what that is. What is that?
That is anchovies.
Anchovies. Look at that. So everything for the foodie, everything for the young foodie, and everyone in between. So this is really cool. Is there anything else that you want to tell us?
No, just that, come out and see me. This is our first store in Indianapolis. We are a growing company, and I'd love to see you out here. So.
You guys come check it out. Bring your kids. They're totally welcome. We noticed there's lots of high chairs here. Again, those mini pizza sizes so your kids can get them. It's just about just under $6. And again, you don't pay for the toppings. You don't pay for the weight. They can have whatever they want, and they can even add extra cheese again at the end if there wasn't enough cheese on there. Not only are there high chairs here, which for us makes it immediately family friendly, as well as kids menu options, but they have changing tables in the restroom. So perfect place to bring your family. Come on out. And we were so happy to be here tonight. Again, it was packed earlier, lots of kids, and we want to thank all of you guys who came out to check it out. So thank you so much, Maud, for hosting us.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take you back over and tell you a little bit about our app, and then we'll show you some Shimmer Strands. Welcome back. We are here with Rebecca Fanter, and she has her own small business called Shimmer Strands. Tell us a little bit about Shimmer Strands.
Yes, Shimmer Strands is hair tinsel that I tie into hair. It will stay in your hair about 2 to 4 weeks. You can wash it, dry it, blow dry it, curl it, flat iron it, and it just adds a little extra shimmer to your hair. I have some in now that's a navy blue. Kate, I put in some pumpkin spice. And I'm going to do some pumpkin spice on Katie here live.
Awesome. So we're going to check out these Shimmer Strands pumpkin spice. That's totally your flavor. I have darker hair this week if you didn't notice. So hopefully it'll show up a lot better. Tell us, if I was still blonde, like what colors would you have chosen? What would look good?
So it just looks like some highlights to your hair, but children like the brighter colors. So you can see all different colors here of the rainbow, including rainbow. So the kids like the really bright colors. Adults typically like the colors that just kind of accent their hair. So for a darker person, I usually recommend pumpkin spice. Blonde ladies look great we have a champagne. We also have a gold. I can even do two-tone or really anything you want to do. It can be super fun. You can get a color to match your team sport. Get red for IU.
I could totally see that.
And they're really soft, actually. I hadn't touched them before.
Yeah.
They're very soft, yes. And people have done these for birthday parties. So if you are having a birthday party for your daughter, not sure what to do for all these girls that are tweens or teens, I've come out to birthday parties before and put in Shimmer Strands in here, and it's a great parting gift for the girls.
I love it. So Rebecca was telling me that you can flat iron these. You can curl them up to 400 degrees, and you can wash your hair. So if those 4 weeks, you can still wash your hair.
So she put them in my hair unstyled. I just have a pony hair, but I haven't straightened it or anything. So I'll try, and I'll straighten or curl or do something tomorrow, and I'll show you guys what it looks like.
We post in the comments. After,
yeah.
Before and after.
Right.
I love it. So I'm trying to think, this would have been really fun for New Year's, and she mentioned birthday parties. What other kind of occasions? Can you see someone doing this for Valentine's Day?
Oh, absolutely. There's a bright red and a dark red for Valentine's Day. I've done some tailgates last year and again for the team sports. I live in Westfield. We did some green for Westfield, very popular. Really any occasion. I think it's just fun. It's winter. It's drab out. Let's add some sparkle to our hair.
So some Super Bowl anything but red and blue, right?
Anything but red and blue. So what is
yeah.
So I ran into Rebecca at the Indy Fuel game, and I saw her Shimmer Strands on, and I knew right then that I really wanted them. So here we are,
the Shimmer
a couple
Strands.
months later, and we're getting Shimmer Strands.
And she's speedy. It just takes a minute. She puts one in, and there you go.
So if someone were to book you for a birthday party for, their tween girls, what do you think they would expect to spend? What's your minimum? How's that go?
Interesting. Pretty much I do $1 per strand right now, and I just try to keep that pretty consistent so you can get as many or as little as you'd like. If you only want a couple, still $1 per strand. If you want 20, still $1 per strand. Depending on where I have to travel, it might be a traveling fee, but beyond that, we just do $1 per strand. So it's pretty inexpensive.
You guys, this is so great. I wish I could just have her come over to my house and do this every couple weeks.
Well, you can. It's $1 per strand.
$1 per strand plus the travel fee. Can you imagine if my hairstylist charged me $1 per strand to do my hair?
It's a separate show.
That's a totally
We'd be there for days.
For days. Well, there is that new. What is that called? Where they hand paint your hair?
Yes, the but I'm gonna say
I
it
know.
wrong.
Tell us below if you
know.
But yeah, balayage, yeah. If
Something
you know,
I can't say.
Spell it out for us how we should be saying it. Mm-hmm. And if you have a friend who would enjoy this show, we're doing Shimmer Strands, we're talking pizza, and pretty soon we have a game coming up that we know you all love based on how you participated this week. We're going to play the parents edition of, how do you call it?
Never Have I
Never
Ever.
Have I Ever. Thank you. I was like, oh, mind fart
What
there.
game was
What's
that?
that game? So we're going to play the parents edition of Never Have I Ever. And so if you have a friend that should play along with this, then share this, like it, and look at that.
Never have I ever been on Facebook Live getting Shimmer Strands. Mom goals. Hashtag mom goals.
Yeah. Look at that, you guys. Oh, my gosh.
It looks so pretty. People love it. People stop me all the time and ask, what's in your hair? It's so pretty. So, yeah, it is fun.
Well, it's fun, and I feel like as moms, I don't know, my hair, I always kind of just have a bun, or it's not. There's nothing exciting you can do. These little girls have pink hair, and it's fun, and
right.
But this is kind of mom appropriate.
Absolutely, add
Not
some
that
shimmer
pink hair
to your
isn't,
life.
but
Yes.
right.
I feel like I'll feel less guilty just doing the messy bun or throwing my hair back tomorrow
Right,
because
well, it's shimmery.
Hello, what do you mean I didn't spend any effort? There is shimmer in my hair.
Obviously,
I love it.
I had these done.
I had them done. Yes.
Done at a high-class salon. Yes, and I'm on Facebook under Shimmer Strands, so that's the best way to find me and message me. So, would love to do your hair.
Okay, so we have a link for you on the screen right now. You can find Rebecca on Facebook at Shimmer Strands, as she said. Follow that link that we're showing you now. You can book her for parties. Just have her come and make you shimmery and shiny and new. I don't know. I'm all about trying new things. I've always wanted to kind of well, there was a girl here tonight, here at Mod, that works behind the counter, and she had the most gorgeous,
Yes.
purple curly hair, and then she had little, purple or pink ears poking out of
A
it.
little headband with
It
ears.
was so cute.
Mhm.
And, I want to be that fun. That's
Yeah,
my goal
she's
for
just rocking
2018.
it,
She totally rocked it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can rock it. Do you think? I don't know.
You can rock the shimmer. I don't
I
think
can
you
rock
should
it.
start
I
with
know.
ears.
I shouldn't start with ears. No.
This would be
Yeah.
That would throw your children off.
This is a gateway.
The shimmer,
This is a gateway
the
to
shimmer
my ear
strands are-
headband. Is that what it's a gateway?
It's the gateway hair accessory.
I'm hooked. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to keep getting my Shimmer Strands. And if you guys have any comments or questions about them, try to leave them below. We're trying to check them out right now. Oh, we do have some comments. But yeah, it's not letting me see them. So
you can't see them, but
you
I
can
can see
text
them.
me. No, I can see the Shimmer Strands. I can't
you
see,
can't
the,
see the
comments.
comments.
So, look, Tori is going to share a broken phone with me. Okay, so Stephanie White did not want anchovies on hers. Katie Farley says she loves Shimmer Strands. The Glass Barn says she wants gold for Purdue. Audra wants all the pretties in her
all
hair.
the pretties. How many
Okay,
hairs do you have, Audra?
Becky-
It's just $1 per.
Becky
there.
told us what it's called. Okay.
But
Becky, you didn't spell
put
it out for
pronunciations.
us. Okay, pronunciation, Becky. Balayage. Yeah, I was trying. It's kind of like the word I couldn't say before was boudoir.
Oh.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I was always self-conscious about how I said boudoir photography. So this is my new one. Somebody
you
tell
talked about
us-
it so often
Yes.
in all the
All the
boudoir
time.
sessions you were doing.
I have never have I ever. Never
boudoir-
have I
boudoir
ever. Wait, are
session
you supposed to drink
post-kid.
when you do it or when you don't drink it? Like
When you've done it.
when you've done it, you
you've
drink.
done
Okay,
it.
not never have I ever had boudoir or balayage.
We can't say it, so you
You
know
can't
we
say
haven't
it,
done
Becky.
it.
Thanks for
If
spelling
anybody
it.
wants to come on Facebook Live with us and give us
Balayage.
comment below.
That's next week.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, leave your comments below. We are about to play the game, Sweeping the Nation. Did you ever play Never Have I Ever when you were younger?
Of course.
Was
Did
it
you?
a drinking game or was it just like, I don't know, for fun? You don't have to give us the age.
No. I think it was a drinking game.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I remember playing around a campfire,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure it was a drinking game. I was of age, of course.
Yes, yes.
So, never have I ever. All right. So we're going to pull that up right now, and I'm going to try to find it because we're having all kinds of malfunctions. Okay, so that's the other thing that we need to have. Okay, he's going to show us. Okay, never have I ever. We're trying to find this. Okay, so never have I ever dozed off on the toilet. If you guys never have I ever dozed off on the toilet, you're supposed to drink if you have done it.
Is that real? That's actually a thing?
That's a thing. That's a thing. In fact, we have some Facebook questions about whether or not that could possibly.
I have a lot of questions about that.
Okay, well, let's start with your
I
question.
mean, they're not specific, but like,
No, be specific.
okay, first of all, who has that kind of time?
To doze off on the
Like, I barely
Well, I
have
think
time to go
that's
into the
thing is
bathroom,
that I think
and then
that's the point. Is that like you don't even have time to sleep, so you kind of do
is that
it
how
on the
it happens?
toilet.
It's like mom narcolepsy.
So some people asked us. We have a
does that-
question from Lauren Young who says, "How does falling asleep on the toilet even happen?" She wanted to know how that even
Right.
happens. So
No, I don't.
This was from our Facebook today this week. So. You never know when we're going to show your comments. So make sure you leave some comments below, or when we ask questions this week, make sure you chime in because we might use them. But yeah, so that's what Lauren Young wanted to know. How does falling asleep on the toilet even happen? And then Amanda Elliott says, I've done it. Poor Amanda Elliott. She's done it. She says, you know that time where like you've barely had any sleep and then you go sit on the toilet and you're sitting there and your legs go numb, or you wake up and your legs are numb. So
No.
you don't know that? Okay, so that's the thing is we're going to go through some of these, and never have I ever, that's the only thing that I said I haven't done on this list.
Yeah.
But I also said, but if I was asleep, maybe I wouldn't remember it.
It sounds like
So-
a man thing to me. I'm not going to lie.
Falling asleep on the
yeah,
toilet?
Like, I feel like I could be like, what happened to my husband? And then
I don't know. We have a ton of tired parents out there. Ton of
That's
tired
just-
parents. Okay, so let's see.
I would like to
Someone
hear your
says,
stories.
Audra says we were saying balayage, right? She says we're saying it correctly.
She just wants us to keep saying
She
it. I'm
doesn't-
afraid Audra might be playing with us.
I think she is. But Audra also said that it's called mom narcolepsy. So that's
well,
what that
could
is.
be
is
a
mom
thing. That's
narcolepsy.
legit. It's legit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so number 2. Can we see number 2 up there really big so that we can see it from our seats?
Read it aloud.
Oh, wait.
We're running?
Running.
Nope.
Oh, get
Nope.
out. We
Oh.
run errands. We say we're running errands just to get away from our wild and crazy children or get out of the house.
Well, yeah.
He's miming for us.
Yeah.
Playing charades here in the corner.
That's just called
You call that going to
self-perseverance.
Target, right? Like you go
Yeah.
to Target and Starbucks, but you're running errands, like necessities at Target and
Yes,
Starbucks.
right. Caffeine is an errand.
Yeah, I think everybody, like pretty
Right.
much,
Are there
everybody
moms?
said
Are there
that.
moms who haven't done that? You're not taking care of yourself.
Okay,
I'm-
tell us where
yeah.
you go when you run errands to get out of the house. Drop them in the comments because we need some more ideas for errands to run.
Well,
All right.
and I have meetings. They start at like 6:30, and they go. I mean,
I mean, what is
sometimes
even
there are
open
meetings-
at 6:30 in the
meetings
morning?
after the meetings. No, they're in the evening.
Oh, okay.
But they
I was
just
going to
keep-
say, I have
we're
a
just-
meeting with my pillow
we're
at
just
6:30 in the morning.
Still meeting because if my kids aren't asleep and the
Are
meeting
you
is
using
over.
me for that? Are you saying you're meeting with me? Where do they think you are tonight?
No. Wait, my kids were here enjoying their pizza at Mod tonight.
I
so-
love it. Okay, so we're going to bring Rebecca over here. We want to see what number 3 is. We're going to play charades and see if we can figure that out.
Okay, good.
Come on. What's number 3? Oh, here we go. We're getting the list. So
Wait,
I'm going to have 3 cell phones and an iPad in front of me. And
Is Rebecca doing the
okay,
charades?
Rebecca's coming on with us. Okay. Have you ever been so proud you teared up? Okay, Rebecca, your kids are a little bit older than ours.
Oh, of course, absolutely. When you see your teenage son say something sweet or play well in a game or push themselves, absolutely, yes.
Teenagers can be cute.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew?
Little expectations. So when they do something great, you're like, oh.
Do you have?
He's not
do you have
watching
any
this
mama's
show.
boys?
Right, huh?
Do you have a mama's boy? Either like one
secretly,
that really is
secretly.
Okay, yeah.
When they're teenagers,
good
they're
way.
not mama's boys
Right,
anymore.
but
They kind of branch
yeah.
away a little bit, but they come back. I believe
nice.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So number 4, have you ever been bitten by your kid? If you've been bitten by your kid, we want to know in the comments on the boob.
Just
The boob?
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I'm talking about nursing, not just for fun.
Something, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I think we
separate,
all
yeah.
have, yes.
And I think he only bites me on the boob.
He's not a serial boob nibbler.
I have not. Okay. So number 5, have you ever caught puke in your hands? And we're not talking about like baby spit up here.
Not
We're
spit
talking about puke. All right. You have.
Of course. I have 3 kids. Of course I've caught puke in my hands. It's been a long time, thank goodness. But yes.
Yeah.
You all have too?
Yeah, I'd say so. At an IHOP.
Oh, sorry.
Like, didn't make
Sorry
it to the
about
bathroom
that.
on time, but
Patrons.
now that you've all seen this, we are out of here. And unfortunately, a friend of ours says that she's done it too much. Heather Garrett says she has caught too much puke in her hands the last few weeks. So she left that
Just
comment on
recently.
Facebook. Number
Sorry,
5
Heather.
is just like a reality for her right now. And we feel you. We're sorry for you. Get well soon.
Run some errands, Heather.
Run some errands. Run
I
some
think
errands.
Target is still open.
Okay, Googled your kids' symptoms. Never have I ever. No, I have Googled my kids' symptoms.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, why are they misbehaving so much?
Is my child a sociopath?
Right.
What's
He's
the,
just 4.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
the symptom?
4-year-old thing.
4-year-old things. Okay, tell us below the like worst symptom that you've ever Googled. Like, why is there slime coming out of
Yeah.
their eyeball, their ears? Like, where slime comes out of everything these days.
We had probably TMI. We had the itchy rear end.
Oh, itchy rear end.
last week. Yeah. And yeah.
You Googled it.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Put them in the bath.
Well, it said pinworms, but that's not what it turned out to be. So thankfully,
pinworms.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
heard of
No,
pinworms.
well, it turned out we
Doesn't
had
sound good.
we had strep of the beehole.
Strep of the beehole.
So
We
if
are
you didn't-
like
if you didn't know that was a thing.
strep of the
Now
beehole.
you know.
All right. Well,
Strep of
this
the
is
beehole.
going to be a bumper sticker if I
Yeah.
ever heard one.
Right. So never have I ever had my child diagnosed with strep of the beehole.
Okay,
So
and then a follow up on that. Kate, did you lose sleep from those results?
Oh, I think
When you thought it was pinworms,
I
did
was
you
just
lose
relieved
sleep?
we didn't have pinworms.
Okay, because pinworms
Yeah.
would make me lose sleep.
But you know what makes you lose sleep is when your kid wakes you up telling you that his bum is itchy.
I don't lose sleep over that.
Yeah.
I put him in the bath, and then I fall asleep
Yeah.
on the toilet.
And that's what I'm missing. Okay, so losing sleep. What is the next
Okay,
one?
next one. Have you ever bribed your child? Okay, if you don't say yes to this, you're lying.
Weekly. Definitely weekly. I bribe my kids. It's so much easier.
So, like, with little children, a bribe is like you can watch TV, you can have a piece of candy, a cookie. What do you bribe teenagers with?
Having sleepovers, extra phone time, not having to do a job, anything, going to a party, whatever. Anything, yes. I'm not above bribing at all.
I feel like we're going to get so much more work out of our kids when they get older.
Oh, definitely. When money talks to them, I think, yeah.
All right, best bribe. Tell us, like, the best bribe, even if you're ashamed of it. Like, you can walk around the house naked. That's fine. I've done that. Like, just be quiet while I'm on the phone. Leave your pants off. I don't care. Like, that's fine. Done that. It was
that for-
today. It was in the car on the way over here. No, I'm just kidding.
Child or husband? No.
Moving on. Okay, have you ever screwed up your kid's name?
Well, yes. I mean, sometimes you say, I'm talking to Nick, and I say Gus, and then I have to repeat myself again. So, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
'cause
mean,
when you have multiple kids,
yeah.
then it's,
Like
That's
everybody's
not
like,
personal.
sometimes I call him the dog's name, and I totally do that, and it's really sad now because our dog died like a month ago.
Oh.
Sorry, I have to laugh because
I
I'll cry.
know,
But
yeah.
when you say the dog's name to your kid, and then there's just all kinds
Tori,
of
have
problems.
you done it? Tori's done it. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Beers.
she has
Beers.
Bennett, her son Bennett, and her son Mears, and so sometimes she calls them beers. Is that after you've had a few beers?
It's been a while.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Have you ever incorrectly guessed what was in a picture that they drew?
Oh, you don't guess.
You don't guess.
guesses. I don't know
Tell
what
me.
that is.
Let's come up. Okay. Tell me about this picture.
Right. Yeah. What are you working on
You
there?
can't even say who's that because it might not be a person. But tell me about this picture. Best phrase I ever learned. I wish I could say that I came up with that myself.
Yeah, we have a lot of right now. We have a lot of jets and sharks. Shockingly similar.
Sharkingly
Shockingly similar. Jets and
Sharkingly.
sharks. Yeah.
Strip of the
so-
beehole.
Yeah.
Kate is full of all kinds of sound bites tonight. Sharkingly. Okay. Have you ever lied to your kid about time? Yeah. Like, we're going to leave in 5 minutes, and then you leave in 2. Or,
If you want to know the truth about time, you should learn to read the clock.
right. That's what I tell all the adults in my life.
Well, it's not a real thing. I mean, it's not really a lie. I'm not really saying in 10 minutes. I just mean like
It's a
soonish.
count on like 5, 4.
Right.
Yeah, like, it's
Yeah.
5 minutes is whatever I choose 5 minutes to be.
Well, now Rebecca's kids are older, so now what? Then it's just too bad for you.
Right. Obviously, they can tell time, but I do
Right.
what you said all the time. I say, we're leaving in 5 minutes when really
Yeah.
we're leaving in 10. I just want them to be
Yeah.
ready in 5 minutes because
Right.
they take forever. So, yes, it's a good point.
I use that same trick with my husband.
We
so.
do the big like transit. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take this phone call because I have a secret guest calling. I'm going to let you guys go through the rest of this.
Who is with us? Okay.
Perfect.
Somebody's calling into Katie. I don't know what number we're on. Let's see.
Number 12.
Oh, number 12. Okay. Have you ever said okay with 100% no clue?
I don't know if I've ever said okay. I would usually say maybe. If they say,
Yeah.
can we do something or can we go somewhere? Maybe.
That's safer.
That's much
Definitely.
safer.
I feel like I've not really been listening and said okay, and then a minute later
Yes.
I'm like, oh,
What?
no,
No, I didn't say
is-
that.
Mommy didn't say okay to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anybody ever okayed anything that turned out to be a really bad okay?
oh, yes.
comment,
Tell us.
Comment there. We would love to know. Number 13 is lost a toy on purpose.
Oh, yes. I've lost many a toys.
Yeah.
Millions.
Now, I mean, different world here with your kids being like tweens and teens. So, do their items disappear or?
As they haven't played with a toy in a couple years, I used to lose a lot of them. Absolutely. It feels so good to get rid of all the clutter in your home.
For
I will
sure.
just tell you, you will suddenly lose a lot of toys.
Well,
And
yeah.
they don't mention it. It's funny.
It
They
is
forget.
funny. You know, my kids, I recently donated a bag of things to my new workout place, which I love because they have a childcare facility. And then, like, 2 days later, one of my kids was like, how about that game? And I was like, oh. But then today, my kids were at the childcare place, and I went to get them. They were playing with their own toys.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
was like, oh, they have that same truck.
With your name on it, too.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so I didn't really lose it. But yeah, Katie, have you ever lost anything on purpose, a toy?
Okay, so someone else mentioned this in the comments this week about how but a lot of toys have dead batteries that we can't replace.
They do not sell those while you're running errands at Target.
No, you cannot pick those up on one of your errands. Actually, I always say you got to talk to your daddy when he gets home, and usually they forget by then.
Right.
So it's all good. All right. So then next we have you ever used your kid as an excuse?
Yes. The kids have been sick sometimes. Sick. Uh-huh.
Now we know.
Right. Yeah, I know.
She almost didn't show up tonight.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what happened to our special guest that is not coming. Their kids are sick.
I'm sure it's happened. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sure it's happened. Oh, and so Audra says, she's chiming in. She says, her kids ask her questions while she's on the phone. So she says, okay, just to make her go away. And it backfires 20 minutes later when she's in the kitchen making her own version of slime.
Does she have a quote here? Can we-
What are you doing? You said it was okay, Mom. That's so true. I once missed a day of school in kindergarten because I asked my dad if we had school tomorrow. It was like a weekend. I said, do we have school tomorrow? And he said, no. And I don't know if that meant he wasn't listening to me or what. So then when our babysitter came in the morning and woke us up to go to school, I was like insistent that we don't have school. I mean, I wouldn't do anything. Dad said we don't have school. And so I missed the whole day of school. And Mom came home and she's like, we were told that you didn't go to school. And I was like, Dad said there's no school. And she's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So be careful what you say to your kids. Okay. Have you ever whisper screamed? Maybe tonight at Mod Pizza?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
Over here and sit down.
Yeah, my kids don't. There's
Is that what that means? I'm guessing because that's what I would call that.
Right? Does that work for you?
No, but I will tell you this: we watch Signing Time, and so we learn like sign language and stuff, and and her whole thing is like it's really nice when you can yell at your kids with your fingers in the grocery store. So I'm always like,
Signing Time.
Which,
okay,
I don't know if that's like a real sign, and I hope it's not offensive, but this is shut up in our house. Like, zip.
Yeah, enough.
Or I want to cut your head off. No, oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, whoa,
sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No.
Separate signing.
Oh man. Okay, so here's my next favorite, which I've never heard of them called this, and I should have brought a few specimens in from my van.
Oh.
Have you ever discovered food fossils? That's kind of like that chicken nugget or French fry under the car seat.
So yeah, everybody tries not to eat in the car, right? So we don't have a lot of that. I really try to.
Yeah, she has a clean car. I've been in her car. It's embarrassingly clean.
So way back when, like probably when I was a first-time mom, because I used like the car seat cover, like the cart cover. At one point there was a funny smell in my car, and it really it was like getting to be like dead animal type of smell in my car, and I looked and I couldn't find anything, and there was like a piece of broccoli rolled up in the high chair cover.
What did she feed her kids?
I mean, it was some restaurant. They got broccoli. It was a piece of broccoli so foul. I did not know that could happen.
How do you get your kids to not eat broccoli?
They didn't eat it.
Well,
it was
I know that's what I'm
wrapped up
saying.
in the high chair cover.
My kids wouldn't even accept that, let alone bring it along in the car.
Well, you have to put it on the pizza here, though, because
I know,
my kids were choosing toppings because they're so pretty.
So what did your kids put on their pizzas?
Pineapple and ham and some mushrooms. Yeah.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, we love mushrooms at our house. Yeah.
I've never tried to teach my kids to hate mushrooms. But, I can't be the example of eating mushrooms.
They don't really taste like anything. We just kind of put them in everything.
I feel like I know when there's a mushroom in something.
It's kind of obvious.
It has that texture, that slimy texture. Oh, yeah.
So slimy. And, I can taste how it smells
Am I alone here? Nobody else likes the mushrooms?
If you like mushrooms, let us know below. Okay, so we have 2 mushroom likers.
Okay, so any other food fossils?
Okay, so someone
ones?
actually talked about food fossils. She wanted to know what food fossils are, and there is her. So there's her question below.
I was like, is there a picture of her car there?
No, but I'm telling you.
What do you mean food
I was
fossil?
going to bring in my food fossils. What does her comment say? We're all kind of. I saved a couple for you guys, but they're not in here. You can't bring outside food into Mod Pizza.
Thank goodness.
No. Have you ever smelled a fossil? There's no such thing as a smell.
It's long gone.
Yes.
Long gone.
It's like Kate says, there's no taste to mushrooms. There's no smell to fossils. So, oh my gosh. Okay.
The processed food would look exactly the same as it did on the
Yes,
shelf after
I
a
think
year in
so.
your van. So, yeah.
Well, my kids would try to eat
her
it.
kids
That
eat
would be the
broccoli.
terrifying
Her kids don't eat processed food. They eat broccoli. Yeah.
Okay. It's all right.
No, we do.
Yeah. Okay. So next up, have you ever fought off laughing at your kid, like something they said or did because you shouldn't laugh?
Yeah, of course.
Can you think of something?
Yes. Well, again, I have teenagers, so this my son was probably 15, and I made some comment of, "Oh, wow, that's really big," and he says under his breath, "That's what she said," and I just thought I was going to die. I was like, what did you say? And of course, inside I'm laughing, but outside I had to yell at him. We don't talk that way. Where did you hear that? It was hilarious. One day we'll laugh. Yeah.
I wouldn't survive in your house. That's the way I talk all the time.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I think that's It's just like a thing we say in our house. I don't know. I don't know if the kids have picked up on it yet, but they might say it, but they don't know what they're saying. But yeah, sorry, America. Oh, I like this one. I didn't like this one until I saw the comments about this one. Have you ever wiped your kid with spit on a thumb? Like,
Yes. That's a legitimate way to clean your child, right?
I really did like my thumb. Okay, so we have a couple of comments about that. Is this the one where she has it do a different way? Like she licks her own? No, this is a different one. Yeah, okay, so this one I thought was like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Then I thought it was equally gross. She has her kids lick her thumb to wipe. So her spit's not on them, but then I'm like, but their spit's on you. So
Yeah.
I totally thought it was a good idea until I started thinking about, I don't want my kid to lick.
I mean, I kind of feel like if you need spit to clean your child, like we're past the point of whose spit is more damaging here.
But
I
in
don't know.
theory,
I don't
their
know.
own germs would be okay for
On
them.
them, that's true. Okay.
And maybe,
I
but
can appreciate that.
I think it's a good idea. But I don't want anyone spit on me. They can have my spit on them.
Well, I feel like there are going to be like food particles then.
Ooh, food fossils, soon to be fossils.
Almost fossils
And
from
if they
their
have
mouth.
pinworms, then
Right. Which, thank goodness, we don't. In case you missed that,
Kate's family does not.
do not have pinworms.
Ooh, Stephanie Becker says the worst is finding a sippy cup under the seats in the car with sour milk in it. Okay, this goes back to the food fossils. Okay, that reminds me. When I was I was driving, so I was either in high school or college. My mom's van started smelling really bad one day. And we couldn't figure out what it was. So one day, like, it was so bad that we had to figure out what it was. There was a gallon of milk from when she had been grocery shopping, and it had, like, kind of flown under the very back seat of the van and sat there until it finally, like, kind of exploded.
Was it like...
Because there's, like, acid and stuff in there. I think I'm not a scientist, but...
It wasn't contained
no. Oh, no. It was open, and there were... It wasn't even chunks. It was not a fossil yet, but
It was curdled,
it was worse.
and
it was so bad. And I'm telling you, you can never, ever, 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 ever get the smell of milk out of
So
something.
they traded it in, and
Yeah. So we burned it. No, sorry. Shh, don't
Becky
tell our
likes
insurance company.
mushrooms. Becky, we can be friends.
Becky, you can go play with Kate.
You can come to my house and eat
And
mushrooms.
take your broccoli. Take your broccoli in the car. I like broccoli. I have a hard time getting my kids to eat it. So, okay. Have you ever randomly sang a kid's song? Guilty. Like,
Yeah.
all the time. Like, usually theme songs from a TV show. What is it that I sing? Oh, the Daniel. Oh, I sing Daniel Tiger
Flush and
for
wash and
everything.
be on
I
your
sing that
way.
all the time.
Like,
all the
move
time.
on.
I know. And then, I mean, there's just so much. Like, so much from Daniel Tiger. Life lessons, people. Like, I think my whole day is a Daniel Tiger song. Like, we go on Tiger family trips every time we get in the car. Am I allowed to say that? It's trademarked. I don't know. Copyright Daniel Tiger. And I mean, we share our toys. And, grown-ups always come back. Like, we sing songs like all the time. But like, what about when your kids are not around? I mean, there's that. I mean, you come on.
Like, lullaby yourself to sleep on the toilet with your kids.
No, but
Is that what these people are doing?
That's how they fall asleep on the toilet. They're lullaby. There you go. That might be it. The exhaustion.
I don't really sing them. I mean, unless one's accidentally stuck in my head. But
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Here's one. Have you ever said parenty-like things to other adults, such as go to the potty? I think I hear that all the time. Like, hey, I got to go to the potty. Like, hey, I'm in my 30s. And so are you. I think my husband and I say stuff like that to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when I'm with adults, I go the opposite way, and I'm like, wow, I have a really foul mouth. Apparently,
It's
I'm just
so
trying to like,
true.
be like adulting.
It's so true. Like but you got to shut that off. Like,
Yeah.
before you get around the kids.
Right.
Like,
Well, I used to be a teacher, so I'm used to that. So.
I don't know that I can. It's really hard to turn it off, but I can turn it on. I can turn it up. I mean, like, Like,
Turn that up.
I can turn up those words, but yeah. So that was Never Have I Ever, the parenting edition.
There's nothing about nursing in there. Like, never have I ever made dinner.
I think
while
it's because this
nursing
came from
or-
howtobeadad.com. So, but I think
Okay.
the biting.
See, I knew it. The one with the toilet.
Oh, you you did say that only happens to men.
That's pretty smart.
The
Yes.
only people who are in the bathroom alone long enough to fall asleep are men.
It's true. Very true.
I mean, you know what? If you're a mom who has done that, good job.
Right. I applaud you.
Goals.
Yes,
Seriously.
absolutely.
You get a sticker.
Yes.
We're gonna send you.
You don't
a
need to run errands because
sticker.
you're asleep in the bathroom.
Becky wants to know if we lit my mom's van on fire. You know, funny story. We didn't. I joke about it. However, one day, recently, I guess not recently. I'm old now. It feels like it was yesterday. My dad was working on the car, and it just burst into flames.
What? No.
Yeah,
With the milk in it?
the same car that had the milk in it. I mean, it wasn't really recently. Like, I just don't want to age myself. Like,
So the car with the milk
it just,
later.
I would
caught
say
fire.
I would say it probably was 6 or more years later. Just kind of like
This is a bad luck
burst
car.
into flames. Well, have you heard of fossil fuel? It was a food fossil. I don't know. I'm trying to. No, but it
Fueled
totally.
by nuggets.
It's there's a lot of grease on those sometimes, depending on where you get them.
The milk fires are dangerous. I don't know
Milk
if you ever-
fires are so dangerous. So dangerous. Okay, so next up, we're going to tell you some things other than this that have been trending on Indie with Kids this week. I'm going to need that phone back. We're going to switch out some phones here.
We need some charging ports up in here.
Yes. Okay. So next up, we're going to tell you, this is kind of a little weekly thing that we're doing where we're showing you what's trending on IndieWithKids.com. And right now, other than this wonderful game, we have the Katiwi slopes that are trending. This is the new seasonal slopes at Katiwi Park up on the north of the north
so
side.
fun.
It is so fun. So we have a little video for you. All right. So this place is so cool. First year, they make their own snow. So while there's no snow on the ground outside, you'll still find snow there. And look at those lanes. They have lanes. Your kids go
Those
down
are
their tubes.
huge.
Yeah, you go, you pay for a lift ticket, basically. You
Okay.
get the equipment. And then when you're done and you get down at the bottom, you don't have to drag that thing back up the
That's
hill.
the best.
You go and you clip into this little rope thing and it
Ooh.
pulls you back up to the hill and you do it all over again. So you will pay for this. This isn't like one of the free sledding hills that we like
Sure.
to talk about. But if you have the money, it's totally worth it and you should check it out.
Is there an age limit there or an age minimum?
No. Well, I don't know about that for sure, but I saw, we have a picture that someone submitted to us where they had a very young child on
Okay.
there. Like I would say 1.5, all, in their
Okay,
cute little
yeah.
snow bear suit.
So parent
Did your kids
discretion,
ever have that?
possibly.
Yeah,
Check their
totally.
website. Yep.
Check their website, parent discretion. The next thing that you guys wanted to know a lot about because you've been Googling and looking at our website
Yeah.
is the Richmond meltdown, the ice throwdown that's happening this weekend in Richmond, Indiana, which is only an hour away.
I don't know what this is. What is
Okay,
this?
so it's their ice festival. They have it every year. And in the evenings on Friday and Saturday night, they have these competitions where all these people from all over the world who are like master ice carving people come. And they have these big blocks of ice and they have like these different rounds. So this guy's going to come up here in a second. He's going to
cool.
smash
Okay.
that number 3 because this is round 3 from last year. And then they're going to start carving these ice blocks, and you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what they're carving till the end, and then they get to work, and it's a big competition, and it's kind of like audience participation to decide like who wins, who has the best sculpture.
Oh, cool.
But in
Okay.
addition to that, all around town throughout the weekend, there's tons of activities going on. They have like the frozen ferry trail because Richmond is famous for their ferry trail that they do like year round, but they have a frozen ferry trail. And then they have all these other ice sculptures all around town in front of the stores, and they're beautiful works of art, like things I've never seen. But then in like their park, they have these games. Like here we're playing Plinko it's an ice sculpture
fun.
Plinko. You're going to see ping pong in a second. Let's see, they had miniature golf. There was a giant throne that you could sit on. They had a slide, like a little playground slide built out of ice.
Oh, how
so, like,
fun.
it's just this amazing experience. It's happening this weekend in Richmond. You can make it a day trip. You can stay overnight. We like to stay overnight and go
Sure.
swimming in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
But
not to love?
the weather looks great this weekend. Maybe, it won't be as great for the ice to, like, stick around as long, but it looks great for actually being able to get out and enjoy it.
How fun. I didn't even know.
Yeah. And then the next thing that everybody was wondering about, and it's a little bit kind of late for this, we don't know what's going to happen, but Veal's Ice Tree.
I haven't been. This is always one of those things that
you've
I'm like,
got
we need to
to.
go, and I was going to go this year, and now
And then it
is
heats up. It's
is it
so
melted?
warm. So we have a little quick video for you of Veal's Ice Tree. Okay, so this is Veal's Ice Tree. This family has been doing this for like a million years, and it started with like the grandfather or the great grandfather. And it's not an actual tree. They put this frame up of wood, and they add on to it. They might add some tree limbs, whatever is kind of laying around. And check it out, like they just kind of spray water on it
That's
for
so
a
cool.
long period of time, and then they add color to it. We got to go out a couple years ago and actually help and assist with the coloring. Obviously, we did it down low, but they even like climb up there.
It's
and
huge,
check it out.
right?
It is
Yeah.
huge. It gets so big depending on the weather. So as we mentioned, like it has been really warm lately, so you're not going to really like have it there right now. But watch their Facebook page. I'm not sure if they bring it back. They'll bring it back if there's going to be a good amount of freezing weather, but it doesn't look like there will be any for any time soon.
Very
But
cool.
you did check that out this week. A lot of you were Googling, so I'm assuming that many of you went to go check it out. Something they wanted you guys to know is that Mabel Veal is celebrating a big birthday. I think she's like 99 years old this year. And so they are asking people if you've ever enjoyed the ice tree, if you've ever brought your family out, or if you remember doing it as a kid, would you send her a birthday card? And we have her address for you on the screen below, but it's 11333 Southeastern Avenue, Indianapolis, 46259. And they're just letting her get all these birthday cards from people. You know,
So cool.
like
So
how
if you
that goes.
ever enjoyed the ice tree, want to say thank you, happy birthday.
They said that
Mabel
she
Veal.
she never has like physically helped build the ice tree, but she's paid the power bills. So, so that's a kind of cool thing. And then the next thing that you guys were looking up a lot this week, and I can see why because of the weather, is places to have a birthday party in Indy. This was super popular this week. You're all looking for birthday party places. We have a lot of suggestions. We'll drop the link in the comments later, but we definitely have that available for you. I think a lot of people are looking right now because you have to have something indoors.
Definitely
Like,
indoors, yeah.
If you have a summer birthday or even sometimes a spring birthday, you can try to have it in a park or outdoors or in your backyard. But right now, like, who wants to clean their house? Who wants to have a mess?
They come in with their muddy shoes.
Muddy shoes, snow. You never know, like, what it's going to be like. So super popular, but definitely check that out. And then speaking of birthdays, hot topic of the week. So something that someone had said in one of the groups was that they wanted to know, do your kids get a birthday party every year? Because they were under the impression that every kid's parents like threw them a big birthday party every single year. Or is that something that you kind of reserve for like milestone birthdays, or how do you do it? So you have a lot of kids. How many kids do you have?
Right. Okay, so I have 3 kids.
So how do you imagine you'll be handling birthday parties?
My kids are pretty little, right? So I've kind of said, like, we'll do every other year, like a friend party. But so far, we're just not really there yet. Like, they kind of don't know. And once they start to notice that they're having birthday parties, then they want to have one. So I don't know. I see both sides because it's expensive. And you have
So
multiple
expensive.
kids, right? So... But I always had a birthday party, even if it was just a simple sleepover. I remember like one time going to Chuck E. Cheese. But I think people now, they go all out. So it gets,
Pinterest
I don't
parties.
know. Right. So, yeah, we've kind of done it both ways, you know, little low-key family party and then also like go somewhere and bring the friends. What about you?
So I don't think I had a birthday party every year when I was younger, but I had a few when I was very young. And then as I got to be a teenager, like, I think I had one almost every year because I could help plan it.
Right.
And we did a lot in our home. For my kids, we started doing it like every other year. and I combined them. So like my
Yes, the
two
combined
kids,
is
they're
good.
like, yeah, they're only a couple weeks apart as far as their birth dates. And so we could basically get 4 birthdays into one because we did it every other year.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
But now like my kids' birthdays are a little more spread out because I have 4 kids now. And like I really thought we were gonna do like a baby's first birthday party, like that last baby. You're like, I'm gonna do it all. Like, well, she's almost 2. We haven't had her first birthday party yet.
baby's
Don't
third
worry, you
birthday
didn't miss
party.
your-
It's
baby's
fine.
third,
Yeah.
yeah. And then for my son, like he's really into Daniel Tiger. If you didn't know. So the local skating rink offers like skate with Daniel Tiger, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do that. It's almost time for his next birthday. So
Well, see, and then it gets tricky with the seasons. Like we've got people looking up birthday places. My oldest, my 5-year-old, he's a July birthday, and like he can totally be talked into like meet us at the splash pad.
I've been to a lot of those.
Which
That's
is great,
so
and then
simple.
he can have his friends, and I don't feel like we need to count that
bought
against him.
cake.
No, right? Why can't he come? Why can't he have another party next year?
Yeah.
It cost me $20 in cupcakes from Meyer.
Okay, so you're
So,
saying
yeah.
maybe do like the full blown birthday every year or so.
Yeah,
Every
and-
couple of years.
Right. I think it totally depends on your family style and what your situation is. I think really you want to make them feel special, right? It's a day about
Yeah,
them.
it is.
I mean, to me,
And maybe some kid doesn't want a birthday party.
right,
Like
and
if you have
maybe
an
they don't.
maybe they just want to go out to dinner with mom or see a movie.
yeah. And I've heard some friends recently say too, like they let their kid pick whatever they want to do, and they get to bring one friend, which I
like
think
that.
would be fun as they get older.
Oh, yeah, and you could do more. You
yeah.
can do more. We want to
don't
hear from
know.
you while we're talking about this. What is your take? What do you do with your kids? Do you have any suggestions? Especially if you have kids older than ours. Mine are 7 and under. Yours are...
Yeah, mine are 5 and under.
So we have
yeah.
a lot of birthday parties in our future, or not, depending on your feedback or what we decide to do. But we want to hear from you guys. We've got a couple more minutes to check those out. I think I like the splash pad party, and I have a couple
those are nice and
summer
easy.
birthdays.
Right.
So, but yeah, in the winter, like meet us at the sledding hill.
Yeah.
If
good
there's
luck.
snow,
If bundle
there's
up.
snow, bundle up.
Yeah.
It's hard. I just I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think and like your financial situation might change from day to
Sure,
day.
right.
Do you feel that I don't know, like I feel like every kid wants to get invited to a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that fear that possibly like if you don't invite people, if you don't have a birthday party, you don't invite them, that maybe your child would be excluded or not included from another birthday party?
I haven't thought about it. That's a good question.
I thought of that today when I was reading people's comments.
I wonder. Yeah, once they get up to elementary school and older, I think I might worry about that. My kids
Yeah.
are. I have one in kindergarten, but we haven't had any of that yet. And then with the preschool, actually, my son has a birthday on Friday, and we're just inviting his class. It's 12 kids. It's perfect.
Yeah,
So
12 is good.
Yeah, so that works out because you're just like, okay, it's just the class. It's not friends. It's not family. But that would be so horrible, right?
Yeah, like because I've seen a lot of that where like my friends say like who have older children, like, oh my gosh, it's so heartbreaking. My son didn't get invited to this party that a lot of kids in his class got invited to, and they're all talking about it, and they're all like riding in a limo. I want to ride in a limo. I want to go to this birthday party. They're all riding in a limo together after school, and your child sees that, and I just think like, oh, that would be heartbreaking. But like that is life. It is.
It's
just so
and then
hurtful.
right. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Because even as the parent throwing the party, I mean, is it your responsibility to take that into consideration or not? Because it's your kid and
it's who
and
they
your
want.
money
Who
and
do they
your-
want to be
right,
with?
right.
Like maybe they don't get along with your kid. But then again, like
maybe your kid
maybe
bites
it's
nipples.
like
That's what I heard.
if you're just tuning in, my kid does not bite everybody's nipples.
Specific nipple biter.
Specific. If you're just tuning in, just go start over the show. You can also hear about Kate's not pinworms.
We do not have pinworms.
What was it? It was
It's strep of the beehole,
strep of the beehole.
and it is fully cured.
You guys, you got to watch
Hey.
it if you missed it. So, so I think that's the hard thing, just to kind of think, like, are there repercussions? Will people say, like, oh, well, he never invites us to his birthday party, and we can only invite 12 people, so your kid's not going.
Rebecca has that. She's way over there, but she
we're
has older
calling you
kids.
back because do you have any
birthday
wisdom
parties
on this?
with older kids? Have you had the situation where maybe your friends are kids are at risk of letting someone down by not inviting them, or that your kids haven't been invited somewhere?
Absolutely. It's such a hard place to be in. And, when you're having a birthday party, you have to limit it somewhere. I mean, you can't invite
Right.
the whole class all
Right.
the time. So it's just a part of life. It's a part of growing up. I think it's important to be kind and try to invite as many kids as you can that are friends with your child. But in reality, you got to cut it off somewhere. You can't afford everybody.
True.
So, yes, absolutely.
It's so
It's
true.
hard, though.
It's
Yeah.
hard. So if you guys are struggling with that, we feel you. We feel you.
And we don't have an answer.
We don't have an answer, and the answer that we would have would probably not be right for every single person. So we're not here to tell you how to parent. We're just to join you along the journey with your itchy beeholes. I can't let
You
that one
can
go.
message me.
I can't.
If your kid ever wakes you up with the itchy beehole, it might not be pinworms. There's hope for you.
There's hope for you.
Yeah.
She'll be falling asleep on the toilet waiting for your call.
I can't wait for that to happen.
Eating her mushrooms.
I try not to eat my mushrooms in the bathroom. Thank you very much.
I mean, they taste the same.
No flavor at all.
They're still slimy and nasty. Well, you guys, that is all for this week. We thank you so much for tuning in to Lights Out. If you have a friend that you want to share this with, to make fun of us, to
What?
oh,
We're so classy and nothing to make fun of
has
here.
that $2 bill, you better
Hey.
drink that, girl. So thank you so much to Mod Pizza for hosting us, for hosting an amazing Indie with Kids family night. We had a blast. Thank you to everybody for coming out. And make sure you tune in next week at 9 p.m. for the next Lights Out. We're going to be talking about, well, we're going to cook. That's going to be
Cook.
it's going to
With
be
mushrooms.
crazy. We're not cooking with mushrooms. Are we? No.
You
Maybe
said I
you
could
are.
pick
Okay, you
what
can
I
pick.
make.
Yeah, she's
I'm
picking.
gonna get out my Instant Pot.
She's going to pull out her Instant Pot, brand new.
From my basement.
From her basement. Never been used.
Brand new.
Like most of your Instant Pots. So we're
You
going
and
to
I
check
can
that
figure
out.
it out.
But really, we're going to check out what the Market Wagon has in store for us, what they're bringing to the Indianapolis food scene. We're going to give it a try in the kitchen. I don't know how you are in the kitchen, but I'm like pretty much a disaster. So we're gonna give it a try. And then the week after, you can join us at the Suburban Indie Home Show. We'll come live from there on Tuesday night, where they'll be setting up. We'll talk to some experts, help you with your spring home decor and gardening. And then the week after, this is the one we've been waiting for. We have a lot of like snazzy names for it.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I wanted to go with In Bed with Katy and Kate. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. This
Nobody
is called
else is
Lights
running
Out.
with this.
Nobody's running with it. Well, it's at a
Well, that's what
mattress
you'll find
store.
out
Yeah,
if
okay,
you
so we
tune
can't tell
in.
you. So tune in. It's our love special, and we're going to be asking you guys for your love and relationship questions, because we're bringing in a love expert to answer them. So stay tuned. We'll tell you exactly how to enter those in the next week, so we can get a hold of those and answer those for you. But thank you so much. Share this with your friends. Make sure you turn on notifications on our Facebook page so that you know when we're going live, when we're posting stuff. And also, if you want to join in on the conversation, we have a private page called it's a private group called the Indie Parents Club that we'd love for you to join. We asked a question in there today about cuss words and kids, and we want to hear about your kids' cuss words so that we can share them on this show next week.
And if all your kids are still awake and now they're saying itchy beehole,
Sorry. Yeah, definitely lights out.
sorry.
That's what our show's all about. Put the kids in bed, turn the lights out, and we're live. So thanks so much. Have a great day.